You like my Auburn game used jersey from when I played there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sick.
I was going to ask you what jersey that was.
Mine, duh.
Yeah.
No, it's my Under Armour Auburn prototype that I found at Goodwill.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the most legit jersey you could possibly get, but it's not anyone's. Like it's
Yeah.
game prepared, but yeah.
I have always said that number 22 looks probably the cleanest on a jersey.
It is a clean number, yeah. I feel like
I
there's so
think
many different positions that you could wear it.
Yeah, I think every time I create a player like on MLB The Show or 2K, and if it's a running back on a football game, it's always 22.
Yeah, it's fire. We don't really have a real intro for this show anyway.
Tanner, Tanner this week.
No Tanner this week. But it's been a week of sports. We have a little bit of headlines. I have something that is not sports that I have to address, unfortunately. And I told you about this.
Do we want to play
on here.
The video first? Or the song?
The song? Yeah, I'll make you guys wait. I don't really want to talk about it anyway, so. Yeah, so obviously we recorded Yap before April Fool's Day.
Yep.
And I don't know exactly what I said, but, something to the extent of this will come out the day after April Fool's Day, and I will have not gotten got because I'm not an idiot.
Yep.
And I got.
You got got? I made it a whole day without getting got.
I was on alert all day, and then I was leaving work, not paying attention, and Max told me he got fired from his job, and I believed him. And I'm so mad. Max, of all people, got me.
Yeah.
Because now he's going to hold that over my head forever.
He will. He will.
Yeah. So I got to think of a way to get him back next year, but he's going to be waiting for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. I might just actually cut off my leg, and the joke will be that it did actually happen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my leg. Oh my gosh, I lost my leg. And we go, yeah, April Fools. And I'll be like...
And it will be April Fools that you didn't lose your leg. You still know where your leg is.
Yeah.
It's just not attached to your body.
Oh, you don't believe me? Check the trunk of your car. Check your top drawer.
But, yep, this is definitely a loose leg.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so that sucked. I got got.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, I have a quick story. That's definitely real, by the way. I met a rooster named LeBron the other day.
Okay.
He said he was feeling defeated. Turns out his beloved stepdaughter was tragically slaughtered and served as a South Asian-style dish, stewed in a spiced tomato-based sauce. Not the first time a LeBron was defeated by step hen curry.
Stop. Boo. Boo.
I was waiting to see. That was a Luke Schultz original. I wrote that down when I was watching SportsCenter and they were talking about Steph Curry, and I realized his name is low-key Step Hen. And I was like, I'm gonna write a joke about that. That's gonna be so bad that it's either gonna be like Caleb's gonna laugh so hard because it's so bad, or I'm gonna instantly get booed. Step Hen Curry.
Step Hen Curry. Step Hen Curry. That's hilarious. Anyway,
speaking of Steph,
he cooked.
We should talk about Steph's numbers last night were insane.
Almost broke the record for most threes in a game. He was like,
he had 12.
12 for 20 is insane. A 3-point is just a layup for him.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. He had 52 points, 10 boards, 8 dimes, 5 steals.
That's
12
crazy.
threes. And the craziest part about all of it is it wasn't the best performance of the night
Oh.
on Tuesday night. Because Nikola Jokic
Oh, yeah.
has 61 points, 10 boards, 10 assists, 6 threes, 2 steals.
That's crazy.
Insane.
What? Just name the MVP after him.
Honestly, you could give it to him every year. It's insane. Like that was the third ever 60-point triple-double in NBA history.
He has the other two?
No, that was his first one. But the other two, one of them plays for the Lakers, so. And there are no roosters named after him. That's Luka.
Yeah.
Luka has one, and then Harden had one with the Rockets.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, just, unreal. That game was crazy, too, because it went into double overtime. And the T-Wolves won because they shot a buzzer-beater 3, Alexander Walker did, to win the game, and he missed, but he got fouled by Russ, and he went to the line and hit the game-sealing free throws, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't watched any. I didn't watch any of those games.
I actually didn't either. I just saw a bunch of stuff about it, but yeah, I didn't watch those. I had a little bit of money on the Bucks Suns game. I think it was.
Okay.
So
the Bucks
my attention
Suns
was elsewhere. Yeah, the
what
Bucks.
Is it? Just a regular deer?
Step Hen is way better than that. We're doing basketball animal jokes. Come on. We have an update for our bingo card.
We do.
Should have pulled this up. I can try to pull it up, but we had. Now I will see here. There could be a technicality when I pull it up. Depends on how we typed it. But I believe one of our blocks was just Ja Morant gun related incident.
Yeah.
And he is being investigated, I guess, for doing double finger gun motions at Buddy Hield during last night's game.
And Tuesday night's game.
Yes, sorry, Tuesday night's game.
Yeah.
And
let me tell you, you guys might think that we're just trying to find everything we can. Yeah. But that's gun related.
Yeah, the bingo card.
It is related to guns.
The bingo card is it's a gun related incident. We said it would be. There's a reason that we listed it as such and didn't get specific.
Yeah,
we have to give ourselves some kind of chance. What I wanted was for there to be a headline and we could share the bingo card and say, "Yup, had that on my
bingo card."
Yeah, actually, I did absolutely have that on my bingo card.
So we'll have to tweet that out today.
Yeah, I think we will. Okay. Yep. We got it. I just
Can we also mark off LeBron barely finished book because he did it on
Yes, I meant to talk about this, and I messaged you about it, and I think that should count because even though he was kind of making fun of it, they handed him a book and he did it. He did the he held it like he was just beginning the book.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull up the card here. We can do a little roundup.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of just need.
So if LeBron book does indeed count, we need one.
He did in fact have a book he was barely started.
Yeah. We need Mark Cuban to get fined.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Did
a coach got fired mid-season?
Oh, yes. I know that's on here. Where is it?
Bottom right.
Right here, yeah. No LaMelo Ball minor car accident yet.
Yeah.
Look, if there were any reason for CP3 to retire mid-season, at this point it's not going to happen. But all the injuries and stuff, he could have easily.
Yeah.
Surprised JJ hasn't got ejected yet, or Draymond got suspended.
Has Chuck not had a pause moment?
Man, he had to, right?
Yeah.
He had to.
Has Dame
Because
Dame not
Shannon
hit a buzzer
Sharp
beater?
almost certainly had a historic LeBron glaze
Yeah.
by now. So we would then just need a chair to break.
Has Dame not had a buzzer beater?
No, I don't think so. I do not think so. We haven't seen LeBron's knees touch the floor in protest of a referee's call.
Has there been a domestic?
Or no call.
There's not been a domestic violence case.
If there has, I don't think there's been.
We're so far behind on this.
Are we though? We might only be the ones that just happened. LeBron, Book, and Ja Gunn.
And
I haven't seen an Ant DX chop.
And head coach firing.
Okay, and head coach firing. You're right. Forgot that was on.
We're
there.
way behind on that one.
But like, if maybe Chuck had a pause moment, I don't recall seeing it. Bronny doesn't have a double because if he did, I'd be $1,000 richer. He's got, when this comes out, 10 days to make that happen.
Unless he does it in the
actually,
playoffs.
no, he could do it in the playoffs. Yeah, I wouldn't win my bet if he does it in the playoffs, but it would count for the bingo. LeBron spanks Bronny. That could definitely still happen.
That could still happen.
That one, I believe, was Frack. Shout out to Frack. I think he had called, and we answered it live, and we're like, oh, do you have anything for an NBA bingo card? He was like, LeBron's going to spank Bronny.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, if there has been a player suspended for domestic violence that, flew under our radar, we're close. We would hit with either LeBron's knees touch the floor in protest of a call, no call, or Mark Cuban gets fined. And Mark Cuban retweeted a video of him getting in a fight with a ref on the court from years ago. And was like basically something along the lines of like, this was electric. The whole crowd was super into it. And I'm like, maybe that's going to get him like a little bit inspired. Like, man, you know what?
But does he not care anymore?
Maybe even more reason to get fined.
Yeah.
Cares even less.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
True. I want to point out that last week I tweeted out that I was going to be the biggest Lars Nootbaar fan.
Yes.
Who is a baseball player for the St. Louis Cardinals.
I would have guessed
right
he was
fielder,
like an off-brand Fig Newton or something. But.
Or a Lando Calrissian's best friend / bounty hunter. That's a Star Wars name.
Yeah. I was thinking that was from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. But in 5 games this year, he has 8 hits, 2 home runs, 5 walks, 6 runs, 5 RBIs. That's pretty good for a guy that I drafted in my fantasy league in like the late round. Like he was a bench player for me to start the season.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I'd say that'll do it. So
I'd say that'll do it.
So Lars Nootbaar, friend of the program, come on the show. I am excited to see where this goes because it's funny that they are in the Pirates division, but I am the number 1 fan of a rival.
Yeah, that is weird.
But that's just me. That's just me not caring that much about baseball. So,
and putting the show's friends over.
Yeah,
he's definitely he knows we exist. Knows the show exists.
He hasn't tweeted since like 2015. So, Twitter's not going to be a place to reach him.
Yeah, his last tweet was probably like, "I'll tweet again when yelling at pigeons isn't enjoyable."
Yeah,
so he hasn't tweeted. This is kind of going back to basketball, but I'm going through a lot of time. I'll bookmark stuff and be like, "Oh, I'll bring this up on the show." Carmelo Anthony is being elected to the Hall of Fame. Basketball Hall of Fame. That's lit. For some reason, there was people the last few years that I feel like were like, "Is Melo a Hall of Famer?" Like,
that's crazy.
Obvious no-brainer. Yes,
that's crazy.
So cool to see him get in. I wanted your thoughts on LeBron's tweet about it. Have you seen this?
I have not.
So he said, "What do you call this emoji?"
Praise?
Yeah, like the 2 hands.
Yeah.
Right? So he said, praise emoji, 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 praise emoji. Congratulations, my brother! Exclamation point. Peace God at Carmelo Anthony handshake emoji.
Is he dead?
What does peace God mean?
Is he dead? That feels like he's dead.
Well, not you wouldn't say congratulations.
No, but Peace God is like.
And
Like if he
there's
was-
also no comma. It's just peace god. So I have some questions. Is
he the
referring to
peace
Carmelo
god?
as the peace god?
Yeah.
Like Carmelo Anthony is the god of peace, or is LeBron being like peace signed God? Like I'm God.
I don't think LeBron
Which-
thinks that.
I mean,
might.
I don't know. I'm just reading his text. These are his words.
Yeah.
These are his words. Did you see? He said he saw the songs. He's been seeing the songs.
Oh, good.
He's like, I'm not. My sons are on TikTok, and I'm not on there, but they've been showing me. Like I've seen some of them.
Yeah,
But it could be another LeBron lie because they asked him what his favorite one was, and he did the same thing he did with his "What's your favorite Godfather?"
There's just so many good. There's just
Yeah,
so
he
many
literally.
good
He's like,
ones.
I mean, there's just. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's just a lot of them, right? So it's.
The
I
answer
don't
is
really
man
know.
on the Lakers.
Mound Lakers is the best one.
Yeah.
I do love Mr. LeBron too, though.
Oh yeah.
There's some
Yeah.
deep cut ones that
Yeah.
I've only heard like twice, but those two are the best, even though they're the most mainstream.
Yeah.
And the Lakers,
Mr.
and Mr. LeBron. And one of these days, maybe we'll do a Yap original LeBron son
Yeah.
and put it out.
Yeah. I'm trying to cook it up. Maybe
Oh,
I'm off
so
Friday.
funny.
Maybe I'll just get in the lab.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of Melo, he also apparently wants to buy the Wizards.
Oh.
So that would be cool. I'd be down for that.
I
As someone
wish-
who likes to
I
go to a
wish
Wizards game here or there.
that he had owned them, like was like just always like very good against them specifically.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
He already did.
I thought he already did.
Yeah, that would be funny. Do you have anything else basketball related, by chance?
College basketball, where you have the Final Four, all one
Yeah,
seeds.
yeah. Let's get into it.
Pretty cool.
I got my Auburn
only-
jersey.
Only the second
War
time
Eagle.
ever we have all one seeds.
Mm-hmm.
I think Duke's the best team in there. If we're gonna
Yeah, even
we're
though
gonna
our
read-
bracket said otherwise.
if we're gonna re-power rank them, I'm gonna go Duke, Auburn, Houston, Florida.
Duke, Auburn, Houston, Florida. Oh, okay. I was gonna say It took me a minute, and then I was like, "Wait, Florida at 4?" And I was about to say I strongly disagree, but I forgot about the curse.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you're right. Florida has no chance because they're cursed. It's not even a
cursed.
personal thing. They're a very good team. They should
very good team.
have just as good a chance as anybody.
Yeah,
But then you factor in the curse, and they
Yeah.
have a 0% chance.
yeah. They still have 6 years left on the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Football and basketball will not be winning national championships. Baseball can do whatever they want. I don't care. If they're a swim team, go for it. Tennis, don't care. But football and basketball will not be winning a championship. And you might be thinking, "Oh, Caleb, you cursed them. Are you nervous?" No, because a curse is a curse. They've made it
Yeah,
this
wait,
far.
that's a confusing question because why would someone ask you that? Because why would you be nervous? They're literally cursed.
Yeah, the curse wasn't they'll
They
never
can't
make
win.
the Final Four.
Yeah.
They still have 2 games to win against very good teams left ahead
The
of
curse
them.
is that they won't win a
A
championship.
national, and they might make it to the national championship.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The curse doesn't say they can't.
Yeah,
They might lead the whole game and lose at the buzzer.
yeah.
They're not
Yeah, the
going to
curse
win
isn't-
one.
They'll make it. They won't make it to overtime in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They will not.
So, Florida.
They are cursed.
Hope you've enjoyed this run.
It's been real. I do think I'd like to pull up
I personally do think that
when
Auburn
the
and
games are.
Duke are the best teams.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn's been very good the entire year.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a skid, but they've been playing really well lately. And Duke, I just don't think anyone's stopping Duke.
No,
You know what I mean? It's hard to imagine.
they're so tall.
Yo, shout out to Google for this. I typed in Final Four schedule, and it gave me the women's Final Four schedule.
Oh, good for Google.
Yeah.
Hey,
good for
Google. March ended a couple days ago.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, that's funny.
What I think
Which
it's
I do
and
want to
Monday.
briefly cover that, but I just was not expecting that to come up first.
I think it's
this
Saturday
other
and
website
Monday.
is horrible. Yeah, Monday is the last game. I was just trying to see who plays first and stuff. This is great podcasting. Fantastic.
I'm gonna guess Duke and Houston at 4:30.
Okay, and the answer is Duke and
there's no
Houston
way of
is
knowing.
at 8:49. Yeah, there's no way of knowing. And Florida and Auburn is at 6:09.
Oh, I was 6:09.
Yeah, 6:09.
That's crazy.
Yep. I don't, also maybe that's local time. I don't know. Either way, this is going to be a good. It's
crazy.
a little bit. Oh yeah, well they just get so specific with their tips, but it's like at least make it 6:10.
Yeah.
That's what I hear a lot of people complain about that with NBA. They're like they don't tip off on time. And like, well, it's not that they don't tip off on time. It's that they don't tell you the correct tip off time.
Yeah,
Their plan is to tip off if the game's at 8. Like more times than not, if you go on the gambling sites, it'll tell you. Like on FanDuel, it'll say 8:10. That's the tip off.
Yeah.
And when you look and it's 8:10, they're tipping off.
It's when broadcasting starts.
Yeah. That's when they switch to the actual. They go from pregame to that.
Yeah.
Because they are on time. They're starting on time. But I'd rather them just move everything back and start at 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make the tip off 8 o'clock. That'd be nice. But this should be a great Final Four. I feel like we're kind of not downplaying it, but like being a little nonchalant. It's been a weird tournament because we haven't had really the Cinderella. The closest thing we had was Coach Cal at Arkansas, which was a 10 seed. But this, I mean, we have probably the best 4 teams. We actually got the best 4 teams. And a lot of time you have some fluke upset, and it ruins that, which is fine because it's fun. It's worth it because it's fun in the moment.
Yeah.
But now we actually get the best 4 playing. So this is going to be very, very fun basketball to watch. I'm very excited. I'm very excited, but I'm not going to watch any of it.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go see Daniel Tosh that night.
Yeah.
So good news for you guys who are like dozing off during the show and not enjoying it. We're going to be funny next week. We're going to come back funny.
We're going to be so funny next week.
We're going to be in the presence of greatness, so I can only assume that we'll just somehow become funny.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
And we'll get him to give us lessons about how to be funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure, we'll talk to him.
That's going to be... Yeah. From the literal very back row on the balcony.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of the women's Final Four, cover that real quick. Sucked because I don't think we mentioned that USC lost Juju, or did we?
Yeah, we did.
I think we did. Okay. Well, they ended up losing to UConn, who advances to
the
Final
UConn?
Four. I like Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool to see her in the Final Four. I think at this point that's who I'm rooting for. UConn. Probably would have been anyway.
They were 4 seed, which is nice. Which is crazy.
2
seed? I don't know why I thought they were 4 seed.
No, they were 2 seed, according to the Google result. And I also totally knew that. Been following very, very much. They're playing UCLA, who's a 1, and then we have Texas and South Carolina on the other side. For my money, I'm going UConn, South Carolina, and I think UConn brings it home.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Paige Beckers walks off into the sunset, goes to become a Washington Mystic, and the rest is history. It'll be electric.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
These games are on Friday.
What did you say?
UConn is 7.5 point favorites against UCLA.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah,
UCLA is a good team.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know what their final record was, but I was watching them in the tournament. I believe they won the Big Ten tournament. They beat USC with a healthy Juju.
Yeah.
And I think it had said their record, they only had like 1 loss. Like they're a very good team. Very, very good team. Did you?
UCLA is 34-2.
Okay, yeah, that's really good. I forgot to ask you when I was talking about me getting duped by April Fools. Did you see any brands or teams that really irked you with their April Fools, or maybe intrigued you?
No.
What I didn't like was there are some that are putting out products as a joke, and I want the product. I know
Yeah.
it's April Fools. I'm not fooled for a second, but I'm like, give me the product.
The best one was when the PLL did the beans, and then they put out merch for Beans Lacrosse. I have a Beans hat.
Yeah, that's cool. I was mad because Arizona Tea put out Risberry, Rizzler iced tea,
Yeah.
and I could only assume it was April Fool's joke. But I want a Rizzler iced tea.
Yeah. I think there was a AAA Pirates team that said that they were going to do they were going to be the Livies for 5 games, and that was funny.
Yeah, it's really. This is the day that the social media managers gear up for. This is what they're looking for.
I've been working for this all year.
Yeah, yeah. It's the day. This is Christmas, Super Bowl, championship, whatever you want to call it. This is their day. Another product I wanted was the Bills posted back for the 2025 season the return of the Whammy Weenie. And
the Whammy Weenie. You texted me about this. I decided to not look it up.
Yeah, I texted Caleb and I was like, can't wait to talk to you about the Whammy Weenie. It's in relation to a Bills April Fool's thing, and I just learned about it. But so it says return of the Whammy Weenie, 100% lead free. It also says on there, and this year the whammy is on. So I obviously knew this was April Fool's, but it intrigued me. I'm like, there has to be something here. They didn't just make this up. And also adding lead free, like it feels like there's a story to this, right?
Yeah.
So I look up the Whammy Weenie. And as it turns out, the Whammy Weenie was an item in, I believe it was the early to mid 80s when the Bills were really struggling. There was a promotion called the Whammy Weenie that was trying to be like Miami's Orange Crush or Pittsburgh's Terrible Towel. They wanted a go-to item for the fans. You know, the Mississippi State cowbell, another example, an item that the fans bring to the stadium, and they went with the Whammy Weenie, which was supposed to be. It was a hot dog shaped noisemaker that had two little noisemakers inside that made noise when you would rattle it, and it was supposed to represent a moldy, gross, stinky hot dog that was to put a hex on the other team.
Okay.
And where it went wrong was not the fact that people weren't willing. The problem was they gave these things out at a store called Bell's. Any $5 purchase, you got a free Whammy Weenie, and you could bring it to the game and make your noise. And it had this nice big yellow text on the side of it, Whammy Weenie, Bell's Whammy Weenie. And as people would grab the Whammy Weenies and shake them to make noise, the paint contained lead and was soaking into their skin. So people were getting lead poisoning from the Whammy Weenie.
Yep.
So they had to stop the Whammy Weenies, ban the Whammy Weenies. No more double W's in the Ralph. And I'm just here to say, I know this was April Fool's joke, but please, can we bring back the Whammy Weenie? I'm down. I'm down to roll up to a Bills game with a Whammy Weenie. A lead-free Whammy Weenie. Yeah. That could definitely be done in this day and age. I mean, it could have been done then. They could have just changed it and not did lead. But bring back, Bills, I know you're watching. You always do.
Josh Allen.
Certainly. Yeah, Josh Allen definitely watching. Josh, if you go to the higher-ups, if you go to the Pagulas and say, give me my weenie, they're going to give you
I want my weenie.
I want my weenie. And they're going to give us the Whammy Weenie. And that could be the missing piece to put this team over the top.
Yeah.
Everyone's thought maybe it's a pass rusher, maybe it's they need a number one receiver again, yada yada yada. It's the whammy weenie.
It's
That's
the
the
whammy
missing
weenie,
piece.
without a
So
doubt.
bring back the whammy weenie. That's the end of my court adjourned. I want the whammy
Do we
weenie back.
have anything NFL that's happened?
We do. Was
What have
that?
I
I didn't
missed?
know if you were just
Well, the
lobbing that
Steelers
up
don't have a
or if you were
quarterback
being
still.
actual. No, but a Rod, I guess he was running routes with DK or
Well, he wasn't
throwing the
running
ball to him.
routes,
Yeah,
but
and he was running routes.
yeah, I saw
Um,
that. But I don't know. It's just
Weird,
so annoying.
annoying. I find that annoying. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't know if you do as a Steelers fan,
No,
but
I
I'm
do.
like, okay, clearly it looks to be that you're planning to go to Pittsburgh, and you
Yeah.
just want. He did the same thing with New York, right? He just
Yeah.
wanted attention, so he dragged it out as long as he possibly could.
Yeah.
He wants more attention. He's like, oh, I'm going to go throw some balls with DK to get ready. Why don't we make sure it's on video? Excuse me, so that I can get more attention. So
Yeah.
he's that guy. He's like nonchalant, tries to pretend that he doesn't care, and he
Yeah.
cares so much. So that was kind of annoying. It seems like he's going to be a Steeler. Other NFL news is they tabled the
Oh yeah. The tush
push, for lack of better terms, to ban the tush push, or at least the vote. I guess at the
Yeah.
moment they had 16 in favor of banning it, and they need 24. So it's going to be sticking around. They also tabled the Lions' proposal that the seeding in the playoffs. My understanding was they wanted division winners would still be guaranteed a playoff spot, but if a
Yeah.
wild card team had a better record, they got the home game,
Okay.
which I think's dumb.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's dumb. Because divisions need to matter. As a basketball fan, I've watched divisions not matter,
Yeah.
and it takes away from the game. And I still love the NBA, but it would be a lot cooler if division rivalries actually mattered. And they would still.
Yeah,
It's not that they wouldn't matter at all, but they don't matter as much.
But you have a team go 9-8 and win the division because they're an awful division. Why should they get that much more of a reward if you didn't home game?
Because divisions have to matter. Like, I don't know, they won their division. I know it sucks because they have an easier road, but there's also teams that have easier schedules and have a better record. Like, do we want to just do a committee now and let them determine? You know what I mean?
But I think that's less of being a committee, like letting people decide. But I do think that I'm on the Lions side of, if you have a better record than that fourth seed, that just because they're in a bad division and they're not that great of a team, like say you split with the team that wins the division and you have one less win than them, but you're still 12. You're still a 12-win team.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a crazy concept. I just think it takes away from the meaningfulness of winning your division. Not completely. It doesn't completely eliminate it, but I do think it hinders it, and I think it's important for divisions to be important. I loved what Mike Tomlin had to say about it. They asked him about it, and he said, quote, "I'm a division purist. I love the rivalries that is division play. I love the structure of the scheduling that highlights it. I think the division winners should get a home playoff game."
But I don't think
And
that takes away division rivalries. You still have to win your division to get that
think
playoff
over
spot.
I really think over the years it would lower them.
Because
I
if you're
think
still getting a guaranteed
division
playoff
like
spot,
the NF, yeah, but like I think a division like the NFC North, for example, is ironclad. Like the story tradition of those rivalries is too hard to break, probably. But I think in general, I think like 10 years from now, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because at the end of the day, it's all teams just going after a wild card or better spot.
I will. I will
trying to get in that top 7.
Say that because it would take away, like, if the best two teams in the NFC are the Lions and the Vikings, just say they wouldn't see each other till the championship, and we don't want that. If the best team, like the Vikings had the 1 seed last year, and the Lions are the 5 seed, and they're the only wild card team to win, they play the Lions next week, and that's awesome. Or they play the Vikings next week. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see because they did just table it. They didn't necessarily it's. I guess they're going to vote again some other time. But I definitely would like for it to stay how it is.
Did they
What else
officially change the overtime rule, or was that an April Fool's thing?
No, the funny thing was these all were announced on April Fools.
Yeah.
So it's very possible. Man, we should have put out something that wasn't true because I would say it would be very easy to sneak in a fake rule change.
Yeah.
Amongst all the real ones on April Fool's Day.
Going back to the regular kickoff.
Yeah, that could have been the fake one. I was saying no, that didn't happen. But yeah, they did change the overtime, so it's the same as playoffs now. And it's 10 minutes. Am I forgetting? Was it not 10 minutes?
It was. I thought it was 10 minutes. Did they not change it to
Me too.
15?
But I keep seeing people are making a point to add also that it'll be 10 minutes. And I'm like, I thought it already was.
I thought it was 10 minutes.
So maybe I don't know ball, or maybe.
Does this mean we'll get more ties?
No, well, maybe because if they take up enough time, could get more
I
ties.
think that if you go second, you should have to go for 2.
I don't hate that.
If you decide to kick the ball, you should have to go for 2.
I don't hate that because it also makes the decision to kick or not a little bit more interesting too. Because then you're like, okay, if we give it to them and they score, we got to go for 2. We get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't hate that. It's funny. I just got an update about the overtime rule.
The Ravens will lose every overtime game.
But it's just what we're saying. Yeah, because they'd have to throw to Mark Andrews for 2. Yeah, I'm glad they changed that though. When they changed it for the postseason a couple years ago, I think it was after the 13 seconds game, Bills Chiefs kind of inspired it. It was annoying because it was like, okay, I'm glad they made that change because you want to see teams with great offense have a chance to let their offense get them back in the game, win them the game, whatever it might be. But why not in the regular season? That was so weird to me. Why does it matter? So glad they changed that. And then they also changed the kickoffs. I don't love this. The touchbacks, did you see that?
No.
So the touchback now brings the ball out to the 35-yard line.
Whoa.
Which is crazy. They keep getting it farther and farther.
Very far.
Their theory is that if it's the 35, there's going to be more returns because teams are going to kick it short because they don't want it to be brought out to the 35.
Okay.
But I'm like, unless the kicker nails the kick, which they are pros, the team is going to try to let it roll out to the end zone. So I feel like it's going to level out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just crazy to me that a touchback is only 5 yards shy of a penalty of kicking it out of bounds and putting it at the 40.
Yeah.
So I hope they're right because I want to see more returns. Yeah. I'm just not sure that in practice, in theory, I get it, but in practice, I'm not sure that it's going to work.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that. Trying to think if there's anything we're missing here. I could get a little niche Bills news. James Cook is rumored to have listed his house for sale in Buffalo.
Dang.
Which I would not be shocked about. They asked Brandon Beane about how everyone's got a contract extension and not James Cook at the owners' meetings. And he basically was like, yeah, we started and then instantly, I'm very much paraphrasing here, but it came off as like, yeah, we started to talk contract and instantly we were both on completely different sides and we just haven't talked since.
Yeah.
So feels like that's maybe he's on
Brandon
the
Beane
outs.
doing at the coaches meeting?
Owners at that.
Oh, owners meeting. Either way.
Isn't it considered owners? But it's always coaches.
Yeah, I thought it was
maybe it's just the coaches meeting. Yeah. Yeah. Either way, though, it brings an interesting question of do they try to force him to play on his current contract, which I don't think he would like to do, or do they trade him before the draft, which is in a couple weeks? So
come to Pittsburgh, buddy.
Windhorse. something to go. I mean, he's a very good back. If someone
Come to Pittsburgh.
he should
We need a back.
absolutely ask for what he's worth, and somebody should pay him. If it's the Bills, cool. If it's someone
the Steelers
else,
need a running back
also
real
cool.
bad.
Yeah, they have kind of a weird running back room right now. Even though I love
Jalen Warren is not. I will stand on it that Jalen Warren is not a running back one.
Yeah, I would love to see him be one.
Yeah,
I'd love to find
I just
out.
don't think he's going to be.
Yeah, he feels like the kind of guy.
I like him a lot.
He's very good, as a third down back, as a secondary back, and then when you give him the full workload, it's too much. Maybe I hope that's not the case because I do like him. And to be fair, I thought that was going to be the case with Tony Pollard a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and I was very wrong. So maybe I'll be wrong again.
Yeah, hopefully I'm wrong, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, James Cook will be electric though, and you're not paying big money to a QB right now, so you could afford it.
I'm not paying any money to a QB right now.
You're paying Mason Rudolph
$1 billion.
Paying Mason Rudolph something. I think that just about wraps it up. Not a ton in sports this week.
How was UFL? I didn't watch any UFL this weekend. I was working.
Oh yeah, I'll do a little UFL roundup. My picks were awful, which sucks because I changed my pick after my tweet in our group chat.
Yeah.
And it was very right. It was a great, sharp pick, and it didn't matter because my Twitter was very wrong. But one of my wrong picks, I had the Stallions not only beating, but covering -7.5 spread against our DC Defenders. And I'll tell you what, I know it's a Steelers thing, but the defense played football. They sure did on Sunday. 8 sacks. Played against, I talked about it last week. Stallions have won like 3 straight championships. They've only lost a couple games in that whole span. And DC came out firing. 8 sacks, got the dub. And what was funny was the interim coach, who I mentioned last week, DC lost their coach like a week before the season started. He got into a verbal altercation with the Stallions head coach, Skip Holtz.
Let's go.
Which is awesome. Love that. And he said he goes running up to the guy and, not swinging on him, but, swinging on you energy, if that makes sense. Yeah. And
shoulder.
He's, bucking at him and screaming at him. And he was like, you called me a doorman at headquarters. You said I was just a doorman at headquarters. And the Stallions coach was like, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. He's like, yes, you did. And some other player comes up and is like, yeah, we whooped that. It was awesome. It was electric.
That's awesome.
But then the TV numbers came in, and the UFL had no viewers this week, so that sucks.
Dang.
Because it was electric. But
it's still college basketball.
It's week one, and it's rough week for week one. There's other stuff going on. It's gonna be hard to compete with that. The other picks I got wrong, by the way, were I had the Brahmas -2.5. That was the pick I changed in the group chat and took
which
Arlington,
they got blown out.
I'm pretty sure all the Brahmas points were scored by destroying the YouTuber. So
the YouTuber.
I actually don't know that for sure, but I know he hit a 56-yard field goal, I think it was. And they had 9 points. So maybe they scored and went for the conversion, but I don't know. And then I took the Showboats at +5.5. This was another team that lost their coach the week of the freaking start of the season.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that compelled me to take them.
I feel like it's interim coach mentality.
Yeah, but I feel like it's weirder for week one, though.
Yeah.
But I took them anyway, and they got doubled up and then some by Michigan. So
yeah,
rough week. I was literally 0 for 3 in my tweets, my tweet picks. I did try to somewhat claim the Battlehawks, but I acknowledge that I can't take credit for it because the game had already been played when I posted it.
Yeah.
So, 0-3. I did have overs and unders. I'm not going to go through and see how I did on that because I don't know it off the dome, and I'm not going to save you guys the time me looking that up.
Yeah.
But the main thing was the spreads, which were 0-3. So I'll own that L, unfortunately. Do you want to hit an immaculate grid before we go?
Yeah, let's hit one. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so tired and almost falling asleep over here.
Yeah. The energy,
not from you being boring, but
the
just
whole
from
sewed.
last 2 days of work being very long.
No, yeah. I'm a little tired as well, but
So tired for some reason.
we're here. Yeah, I'm so tired for some reason. We're here nonetheless. Okay, so immaculate grid. You should be able to see this.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a cowboy and commander. We're gonna need a cowboy and saint, cowboy and Texan, Chiefs commanders, Chiefs Saints, Chiefs Texans, and then for the commanders, Saints, and Texans, we need a player with 10 plus sacks in a season. I'm gonna start it off and say commanders, Ryan Kerrigan.
I was gonna say Brian Arakpo, which is same era.
Okay, let's go Arakpo. Why not?
I don't. Yeah.
Brian Arakpo.
9%.
Okay. Not bad. Probably a lot of other people had Kerrigan.
Yeah.
Saints, I mean, obviously you could go with Cameron Jordan.
Cameron Jordan or Jordan Cameron?
I literally am questioning that as I say and that's why I was hesitant.
It's Cameron Jordan.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't know if Will Smith ever got that.
Will Smith, the dude that got slapped by Chris Rock, or that slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah, I got slapped by Chris Rock. Yeah, let's just lock in Cam Jordan there. Good, close enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
73.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a lot, but
they don't have a lot of iconic pass rushers that I can remember off the top of my head.
Did Jadeveon Clowney ever have 10? He had 12, right?
Yeah, or Mario Williams.
Mario Williams. Did he have? Was he a big time?
He had
guy?
to have had 10. He got paid $100 million by the Bills.
Yeah.
And that was back then.
Yeah,
so he had.
I kind of like it.
Let's see, Mario Williams. Hopefully, it's right. Wahoo!
Well,
it was right. Let's go.
That Mario?
I was trying.
His name's Mario. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name's Mario.
Saints.
If it was wrong, I was going to try to hit the wah.
Saints Chiefs. I feel like easy is Tyrann Matthews.
Yes, Tyrann Matthew is easy for Saints Chiefs. I got a better one. But it's recent, so maybe it won't be that low. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot he was on the Saints.
He played like a game for them last year, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my only concern is did he appear in the game? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Let's try it. 2%. Let's go.
That was awesome.
That man is some milk. 2% milk over there.
Is there a corner that played for the Commanders and the Chiefs?
I was going to say Marcus Peters, but I don't think he played for the Commanders. Maybe... Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Could it be...
Great podcasting.
Great podcasting. The commander in chief. Are you talking about? I don't even know.
Your favorite guy.
Yeah, your favorite guy.
Oh yeah, my favorite guy, Barack Obama.
Could be anybody. I don't talk politics on this show.
Texans.
But shout out Obama though. I do like Obama.
What's Obama's last name?
Yeah. Well, who was it? What was that from? Did someone actually ask that?
Yeah, I don't know what it was from, but it's one of my favorite things to say.
Yeah, what's Obama's last name?
Texans, Cowboys. Is that? Did Brandon Cooks play for the Texans?
I think so. He feels like he played for the Texans. Aren't all Cowboys Texans?
Brandon Cooks. Huh?
Aren't all Cowboys Texans?
That's true. Did Brandon Cooks play for the Saints?
He 100% played for the Saints.
Is that
so we could do Cowboys.
yeah? Is that too much?
Mm,
I mean, it's just a spot holder.
yeah, I mean, it would probably work.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it would work, but like,
Yeah.
we could go with that. Little Brandon Cooks action. Fun fact: his name is spelled with an I.
Yeah. And
Good ball.
his name is a
46.
sentence.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna just check to see if Brandon Cooks played for the Texans because I need to know.
Yeah, we couldn't use it anyway. I'll say, whoa, we're just looking up answers now.
No.
Okay, Texans, Chiefs. There's an obvious one, but is there one that's a little more niche?
He did play for the Texans from 2020 to 2022.
Okay, that sounds about right. Tyrann Mathieu, did he play for the Texans?
I think potentially.
Maybe I'll do you one better. I will do you one better. And Tyrann Mathieu did play there, and I know this because, is it Eric Reed that recently played for the Chiefs? There was 2 Reeds.
Yeah.
Justin or Eric, the younger
Yeah.
one, who's still playing. I can't remember which one it is.
He's Justin.
The one that's still playing played for the Texans and the Chiefs, and is now on the Saints. The exact, aside from the Cardinals, the exact career arc of Tyrann Mathieu. What if I just type in? Should we go with Reed? I feel like that'll be a good one.
No, I don't know which. I can't. Oh, he's still playing. So
well, I would say if I type it in, we would know. Yeah. So it'd be Justin. Or do you want to go with Tyrann Mathieu?
Which one do you think Justin Reed's going to be probably lower percentage?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. 18, not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Cowboys, Texans.
Cowboys,
Is
Texans.
there quarterback in there somewhere?
Could have been Brandon Cooks. I was about to say there is Matt Castle, but I don't know that he played for the Texans. I don't think
he feels like it, but
he does feel like a Texan, but I don't think he did. Maybe a.
There's always offensive linemen, and I just can never get offensive linemen.
Yeah. O-line's tough.
Did like a DeMarco Murray play for the Texans at the end of his career?
Man, I don't think so. I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't like see it as a memory. I see it as like an imaginary thing. Like the AI in my head can make a picture of him playing there, but it feels AI generated.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's like a random linebacker, maybe, or I got one. It's going to be a high percent, but 100%. Like it's not going to be 100%, but I know that he played for both. But I just can't remember his name, so that's fun.
What position?
Dalton Schultz.
Schultz. Yes. Yep. He might be the only one.
Yeah,
27. Wow.
So there's an obvious one that we're missing.
Probably a lot of them were Brandon Cooks.
True. But Brandon Cooks was 46% of Saints.
Yeah, but maybe the other 54%.
A lot of people use. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, Cowboys, Commanders, little interdivision play.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Marion Barber, but I don't think so. Oh, Alfred Morris.
Yeah. Yep.
Alfred
ball
Morris. Alfred Morris. 29.
And then Commander in Chief.
Commander in Chief. Joe Biden. Throw Joe Biden up there. Nope. Commander in Chief.
I think I have it. I mean, I 100% have the easiest one ever.
Okay, you have a definite
that
we could lean on if we need it. Oh, right. Yeah, definitely Alex Smith. Okay. If not Alex Smith, then Could it be? Yeah, we'll probably go Alex Smith.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
I really want to.
I do, because Alex Smith's
Really
probably
want to.
90%.
Yeah. Oh man.
Is
Why
it count as
can't I think
coaches?
of
Can we
one?
do Eric Bieniemy?
I wish. No, it doesn't. I've thought of that before. Like, man, if I made my own immaculate grid, it would definitely it would include coaches, and it wouldn't matter if you played in a game or not. If you
just had to
signed a
sign.
contract with that team for
Yeah.
any reason, to be a ball boy, to be a coach, player, doesn't matter. You were employed by that team. It counts. I think it should count. Yeah. Okay. You want to just go with Alex Smith then?
Yeah, it's an easy one.
Oh, what was it? How do I always forget.
Just X it out.
58.
58, not bad.
Definitely high, but I'd be.
I mean, we got a 9 to 2
sitting here
and a
forever
12.
trying to think of another one. Yeah.
Can you see who
what?
Who else like played for?
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's not what I wanted.
Go to show summary.
Yeah. Possible answers? No.
78.
Oh, most popular was us.
What was most popular for some of the other ones?
Only 56% of people got Commanders and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Wait, what was what?
I just wanted to see this page.
Oh,
Brandon Cooks was.
Ryan Kerrigan. I told you people probably put Ryan Kerrigan.
Yep. Ball knower Caleb.
Yep. Brandon Cooks, yeah. You were right. He was high for both.
I almost said Dion, but I knew that he played for the Ravens, but forgot about the command. But like I wasn't sure.
No. You knew that, and you didn't say it because we know ball, and we wanted to go with someone more niche.
I just wasn't 100% sure.
No, you were. You were just
okay.
You were just trying to go. That was the most popular pick. You didn't want to be the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither of us forgot JJ, right? I didn't.
No, I didn't forget JJ.
We were just trying to go.
I just refused to say him. That's why I went.
Yeah.
Jadeveon Clowney first.
Same. I wish it would tell me. I can look at the possible answers, but it's not going to be. I want to know who the second most guessed was.
Yeah.
Like this is, and I'm aware you can't see this, but Trent Green, I maybe could have got there. I'm not going to read probably all of them, but they just have like the most notable.
Yeah.
Jim Trier, Trent Green, Alex Smith, Dave Zott, and Marvcus Patton.
Who?
It's an interesting name. Marvcus Patton.
Okay.
Not Marcus, not Marvin. Marvcus.
Marvcus.
Marvcus. Marvcus.
All right, then.
Very interesting.
Cool.
Other notable... Wait, this is... Oh, my gosh. We should have had that one. God dang it.
Who was it?
God dang it. Carson Wentz.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Wentz was a commander.
How did we not get Carson Wentz?
I think I probably would have talked myself into him not even playing in a game.
Yeah, that's true. I would have been scared to... But I probably would have remembered being like, oh my gosh, we're getting Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is in the game. This is awesome. Oh, man. All right, well, shout out to Carson Wentz. Wish we had him in our answer.
Yeah, Steelers should sign him.
Yeah. That would be a lot. Imagine he's just a starter again out of nowhere. Playing for the Steelers.
Yeah.
It would be incredible. One last thing. We mentioned politics. Did you see, I don't know what his title is, Cory Booker. He did a filibuster speech for 25 hours straight.
Good for him. For what?
It's a new record. He was talking about, I don't know. I should know, but I didn't watch it. It was 25 hours long.
Yeah.
But it's a new record for the longest filibuster. And what I do know is that at one point, I want to mention this because the show is the acronym's YAP, and that's a YAP.
That's a YAP.
25 hours straight YAP.
No, this acronym is YAS.
Well, this one's YAS, but the umbrella. Yeah. Shout out Rihanna. But that's a YAP session right there, 25 hours straight. And all I know is I saw a clip on Bill's Twitter where at one point he was like, and there's only one football team in New York, and that's the Bills. And I'm like, what did this guy? He must have talked about everything.
Everything.
It's awesome. Just to keep filibustering.
Yeah.
So
I do love me a good old fashioned filibuster.
Oh yeah. Filibuster. What is there's something there. I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll workshop it.
All right, we'll talk to y'all next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say where can they find you, but if you
don't really have an outro on
if you're here, you already found us. If you're here, you
don't really have an outro on the show.
Yeah, we don't really have an outro on the show. No Tanner this week.
Sorry, there's no Tanner this week.
So, all right, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.